welcome back to my channel Maximize Your Online Biz. My name is Maxim. I'm glad to have you back. If you're new to the channel, hi, I'm an Amazon FBA seller since 2020. I'm a big Amazon FBA enthusiast. So if you are interested in how to make money online, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And in this video, we will talk about how to calculate your profit margin for your product. So for that, little insights on why there haven't been any uploads since now nearly, unfortunately, a month. The reason is that I have been to Malaysia and to China for a business trip. In China, I visited some of my suppliers and the world's largest exposition, the Canton Fair. There also will be a video. The next video will talk about the Canton Fair. Make sure to subscribe. Do not pass by this video. So talk about how to margin just after the intro. See you. First of all, you should define the selling price. You should compare your product or your product ID offer, which is already available on the market. If you sell, for example, a salt thing like this, and everybody is selling it for $3, and now you decide I want to sell it for $10, and you have no special USP, no interesting added value, this won't be realistical. So compare your wished selling price to the selling price of the other products. If you can offer a better quality, some added features, I think it's a great idea to sell products with a higher selling price and high quality products. But if you do not have any added value, don't do that. That was also my case. I sold exactly the same product, which was my first product, without any analyze, without any profit calculation, without any ideas, any knowledge. After one YouTube video, I sold exactly the same product like I think 20 Chinese suppliers. They all sold it for $19.99 and I myself sold it for $29. Guess what? I haven't became rich with that product. So compare your offer to your concurrent's offer and think also about if your offer will be interesting to your fine market. As I said, if you have 20 products which all cost like $3 and now out any added value, like a better quality, some added functions, another design or anything like this, you will now sell it twice or triple the price. Think how your customer would think, and yeah, if you have the same product, also when you buy a product and you have the exact same product and all products are about the same price, some are maybe $2, some are $3, some are $4, and there's another one which costs $10 but has nothing more special about it, I think no one will buy it. That's the reality. So be realistic about your selling price. Okay, great. Now you have your selling price. You can calculate your profit, and your profit will be your selling price minus all the stuff I will tell you right now. The first cost will be the cost of your product, how much you pay for your product, plus how much you pay the shipping of your product till your target marketplace, plus customs for the country of your target place. That's the first cost. You can have a little calculation in mind. The cost of your product shouldn't be higher as 1/5 of your selling price. So you sell a product for $10, the price of product, shipping plus customs shouldn't much higher or shouldn't be higher than $2. So that's the first cost. Keep that in mind. Another cost, this is very depending from country to country. I'm from Europe. I know the European market very well. So in Europe, there is a value added tax. That's different from country to country. For example, in UK, that's 20%. In Germany, that's 19%. In France, it's also 20%. And so it's different from country to country. That tax, basically the final customer pays to you, but it is already involved. The final selling price you collected, and the country where you're selling in will collect that amount of you later. So that's the value added tax. In the US, there's also a thing, the name is sales tax, that is much lower, and you can also have a look for the sales tax. So we have already the cost for our product plus shipping plus customs plus the value added tax. That's unavoidable cost. That's already some cost. Number 3, the mandatory Amazon fees, how I name them. First fee is the referral fee, aka the fee you need to pay when you sell on Amazon. This reaches from around 8 to 15%, sometimes even higher, and it is as well different from country to country. I will put you a link down below where you can have a closer look how high the selling fee would be. In most cases, it's around the referral fee on Amazon. In most cases, it's around about 15%. The next mandatory fee on Amazon is the fulfillment fee. That is the fee you pay to Amazon to handle the whole process of the shipping to your customer, the fulfillment process, that they take your product out of the stock and send it to your customer, or to Amazon's customer to be more precise. That is also a fee, and you can see the fee also on the link I sent below, or will see it as well here. That now also depends very much different from country to country. That's one thing. It's different from weight to weight. It's different from size to size. So there are many different categories, and you need to have a look which size your product, or more over the product packaging, your product with your product packaging is, and after you, how high the fulfillment fee. That's one fee. Another, the storage fee, means the fee paid to Amazon to storage your goods at the Amazon warehouse. In the beginning, you can ignore that. That's also, it has a big impact only if you have many products. If you have a larger product quantity you're stocking currently at the Amazon warehouse, in the beginning you do not need to calculate. I think it will be 5 to maximum 10 cents per product at the beginning. Number 4, the not mandatory Amazon fees, which aren't mandatory but most likely you pay them. So number 1 of these fees is cost for advertising. The name is PPC, is the cost which you pay if you advertise your product on Amazon. That means which you pay to get visibility by Amazon. That means if you launch your product, maybe you're somewhere at page number 59, no one will go there. So you're interested to show your product to your target audience and to rank later organically as high as possible, and that you will by getting first impression PPC Amazon. So for the sponsored product places, and so this is not mandatory but fee which will probably also be relevant. Now you can calculate maybe around about 10% of your product price. You go large, could add another 10% for the advertisement, a healthy TACoS. TACoS is the short for total advertising cost of sales. Already, what does this mean? It shows you how big is the percentage, the advertisement cost per sale of your total, of your product price, sorry. So if, for example, you sell a product for $20 and pay $2 in advertisements to make one sale, the TACoS is 10%. A healthy TACoS is somewhere between 4 to 8%, but you can calculate with 10% in the beginning so you're later sure and there's no bad awakening. That's the first not mandatory fee. And the second, maybe a bit more mandatory fee, which I have also added into this category, are the return fees. What are return fees? Return fees are the fees which you pay when your customer doesn't like your product. So if you send your salt thing and the customer receives it and sees, oh, the holes there, they are not big enough, they are too little, I will return it, or I don't need it anymore. My wife has already bought a salt thing and we haven't discussed that together, so I will send it back to Amazon. Or the product doesn't work, doesn't function well, or product category where there's a very, very high return rate, cause clothes. There are many people which buy clothes, maybe even more clothes. Oh, this shirt looks nice, I will buy M, XL and XXL and maybe large as well to see which fits best. One I will keep and the other ones I will send back, or maybe finally this color doesn't look nice on me, so they will return all of them. So yeah, this would be a category with a very high return fee, with a very high return rate. And yeah, basically you should also aim or calculate, in my opinion, a return fee of maybe 10%. Normally it's less, depends, as I said, on your product. Think about the category we start in. It's electronics. If it's a product with a high confusion rate, or with a fitting rate, or with a rate where we won't like your product, or you do something, don't display your products well in the images, it's not like he has imagined it, there will be a higher return rate. But normally the return rate is maybe, a healthy return rate is also about 4 to 6%, 7, 8%, it depends. But if you have a high margin in the beginning and you calculate with higher return rates, higher PPC rates, there's no bad awakening in the end. So you will be sure. Now, to come again to the return rate, 10% I told, 10% the return rate you will calculate. Like if 1 out of 10 customers returns your products, your return rate is 10%. If 2 out of 10 customers return your products, your return rate is 20%, and so on. Yeah, I recommend 2 options to calculate your profit margin. Of course, you could also calculate it with a paper, pencil, but 2 more comfortable options how you can calculate the profit margin of your product. Number 1 is the Helium 10 Chrome extension. You can download the Chrome extension for free. There's also a page which I absolutely recommend. If you're a beginner, if you are probably already selling since a time, you will already have it. It's an absolute must-have for beginners and also for experienced sellers. Helium 10 can help you to find products, winning products and sell later, winning niches, analyze search terms, see the sales, the exact sales of your concurrents. You can see, okay, are there peaks in sales? Are there times when the sales are higher or lower, which for most products will be the case around about Christmas, Black Friday, summer products, etc., etc. It can help you to analyze much things, build a great Amazon listing. It can help you to send mailers to your customers. A real must-have in my opinion. Normally it costs $99 per month, but with the code Maximize10, you get another 10% offered lifetime. If that is interesting for you, click to the link in the subscription and you'll get 10% offered lifetime. But in this case, also if you do not want to start directly with the tool Helium 10, that's also how I started. You can analyze your profit margin or you can calculate more over your profit, and that's absolutely for free normally, if that hasn't been changed lately. I don't think. I think it's still free. So now we jump directly to the screen and I show you on an example how to calculate your profit margins. So in this example, we sell an office chair in the UK and we'd like to know how high our profit margin is. So first, as I said, you need to calculate or define your selling price. As I said, that's a bit a tricky one. Depends, because as you see, there's like the low end cheap products here, 39, 49. There's more expensive products here, 119, 400 pounds. There is really different products, and yeah, after all, you should have a look for how much you sell them. It can't be here that you sell something for $1,000 or pounds, but yes, so you have a first idea and you can have a look. Okay, £100. So I would like, for example, to sell my product for £100. So you go on one of your concurrents, on the page of one of your concurrents. Here you see it already. 200 bought in the past month. So you can even see the proof of concept. This bureau chair could even be interesting for you to sell. For ratings, maybe you do something else. Okay, he has nice photos. I have to admit the images are nice. Something are maybe without expert simply. Okay. Yeah, nice photos he has. That's not too bad. Branding is not too good. I don't know if it's too important for a bureau chair. Office chair, yes, I think it be interesting, but that's not the matter. So now what will we do? This directly are insights which you won't have. That are I have because I paid for Helium 10 because I have the paid plan, so I see directly how much in revenue. Is he selling on other marketplaces? If yes, he isn't, but if he would, how much sales he is doing, or he has listed it in other marketplaces, doing sales in the other marketplace. I can even see a stock level, 38 left. So this guy is going soon out of stock. He probably has already ordered. Analyze reviews, you can do many things, but as you see, he has a 30-day revenue of nearly 25,000 pounds. That's a great thing, really. That's not bad at all. Then he has maybe our wished 20% profit margin. He has 5,000 pounds, which is $6,500. At least it's nearly 6,000 euros and maybe $7,000 in. That's great. So now we want to calculate the profit margin. Myself here, ups. Here is the Chrome extension and you click on profitability calculator. Here you have the selling price. Here you have his specific width, length, height, weight. That's all what you have. And now have a look on, maybe your product is smaller. It's better packed than his product. I see. So we will have a look on selling price. Here we have the different points, selling price $99.99. It's just here for example wise. We will say somehow you have a product you can sell for £150 with the same product specifications. Maybe you have a cheaper unit price. You do not pay $20 per pound, but you only pay $15 per pound, and you have a shipping freight cost. Can tell you directly the freight from China to Europe when you don't take a whole container, which you won't do in the beginning. By boat, approximately that will be $1.80 to $2 maybe. By train, also $2 and something. And by airplane, too expensive for this product probably. It will be around $7 per volumetric kilogram she has calculated here. So you can calculate that with that here per kilogram. Maybe we'll say it's $2, 2 pounds, it's a bit less, so $1.60 for example, which gives us a unit freight cost of $21. So we have directly here the FBA fee. That's $10 in this example. We have the estimated time in storage. So we have a storage fee here. It is a higher, but it's not too high. We've all calculated with it. And you have the referral. The referral is the, as told before, which you pay to Amazon. The right, use their service. Here you have the VAT, maybe that is the same rate here, but here UK 8%. So that's calculated already with it. It has duties and tariffs and other costs. And what I would do now to go on the high end, I would add what I thought 10% of 10% for PPC and 10% for the return rate. So that's 20%. And that would leave us in this example with a 25% profit. So if everything would be like this, you can sell the product for $100. Now, not a recommendation. It's just to show you how to calculate your profit margins. That's it. As we said, we have our selling price. That's the important thing to define in the beginning. After, you need also to know, get the shipping prices, etc. and the Amazon prices. You need to know size and weight. You need to know your manufacturing cost, price for your product. You know your freight cost. You need, like I said before, to add your duties cost. And after, the other things are mostly calculated by Amazon, like the FBA fee, the storage fee, the referral category. Change the right category here. It probably be something like up. Yeah, you can find your category. And as I said, normally, even if you take off that here, 43% of margin, okay, because as I said, get a big margin in the beginning so you won't get a bad surprise and maybe do nothing in sales. Maybe PPC cost is crazily high, and so it's better to have a bigger margin. Maybe in your first order your products are not as good as you thought, maybe an error about that, and you have a high return rate, and after they will kill your whole margin. That's also something which is highly possible, which has already happened in the past. So yes, that's one of the things. Thanks for watching my video. In the future we will upload one video round about Amazon FBA, expatriation, how to pay as less tax as possible on this channel. So if these are subjects which are interesting for you, make sure to like, subscribe my channel. It is also very helpful for me right now, still small content creator. So please support, and see you next time. Bye bye.